Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. The news anchor and Oprah Winfrey's BFF, Gayle King, recently got heavily criticized for her insensitive remarks about the late, great Kobe Bryant. Gayle conducted an interview with former WNBA player Lisa Leslie, and they discussed the life and legacy of Kobe Bryant. But during that interview, Gayle King decided to bring up Kobe's sexual assault case that was dismissed back in 2004. Now, her bringing up the case was not the only issue. It was how she asked the questions, which infuriated a lot of people.
It's been said that his legacy is complicated because of the sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time. Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been like, you know, Lisa, go get that girl or tell her or send her this. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Kobe's, he was never like that. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
And that's possible. I just don't believe that. I just don't believe that things didn't happen with force.
Is it even a fair question to talk about it, considering he's no longer with us and that it was resolved? Or is it really part of his history?
I think that the media should be more respectful at this time. It's like if you had questions about it, you've had many years to ask him that. I don't think it's something that we should keep hanging over his legacy. I mean, it went to trial.
Yeah, well, it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify, so it was dismissed.
And I think that that's how we should leave it.
Now, when I watched this interview, I was completely disgusted. I was disgusted with CBS This Morning for using that controversial clip to promote Gayle King's interview. And I was also disgusted with Gayle because it's clear that she was trying to diminish Kobe's legacy and spin a narrative that would paint him in a bad light. And it's no coincidence that she specifically sought out Lisa Leslie to ask those questions to. She thought because she was a woman that she would fall into that trap that she was trying to set up. But Lisa was not going for it. And it's really sad that Gayle would even choose to bring up Kobe's case in this interview, especially in this time. Since we're talking about it, for those of you who don't know the backstory, back in 2003, Kobe had what he considered to be consensual sex with a woman, and this woman turned around and accused him of sexual assault. But the woman decided not to testify because she had a medical examination and the DNA evidence suggested that she had sex with somebody else 15 hours after the alleged rape. So that evidence did make her claims look a little shifty. Kobe pled not guilty, the woman decided not to testify, and the case was dropped. Years have gone by since this happened, and hardly anybody brought it up during the last years of his life. But as soon as he died, people like Gayle want to bring it back up. For what? What other reason do you have to bring it up other than to tarnish this man's legacy? He and his daughter Gianna just passed away in a tragic way. They're not even buried yet. Kobe's family, his poor wife and children are still mourning. And to bring this up is tactless, disgusting, and downright despicable. Gayle is trifling. And you know what? So is Oprah. She's trifling too. They like to pick and choose who to target, and they specifically target black men. Nobody else, just black men. But they don't target other men like their good friend Harvey Weinstein. In fact, why haven't they talked about him yet? Why is it when somebody told Gayle to interview Harvey, she completely ignored the comment? I saw this on Twitter yesterday, which was very telling to me. A Twitter user named Barry Bond said, "Gayle, you should be ashamed of yourself for bringing that question up. It be our people to take us down. Now, Gayle, go interview Harvey Weinstein. Let me see that interview." Gayle responded and said, "Hey, Barry, your tweet was sent to me first. Not ashamed. It's a fair question. Second, I wanted to make sure people saw Lisa's answer. She said what many are thinking. I'm glad you weighed in. Now notice, notice she overlooked that comment about Harvey. Harvey is currently on trial for sexually assaulting, harassing, and raping multiple women. But you don't hear Gayle conducting interviews with his accusers or associates like Oprah. When she had the chance to do it, she didn't. Why is that? See, this is the thing I don't like. I don't like the fact that people pick and choose who to target. It's not fair to just target one specific group of people, but turn around and protect others. Here you have Gayle targeting Kobe and Oprah targeting Russell Simmons and Michael Jackson, but they're over here protecting people like Harvey Weinstein and John of God. If you don't know, John of God is a self-proclaimed spiritual healer, and Oprah was close to this guy and she gave him a platform on her channel, but he has been abusing, raping, and trafficking women and young girls for years. And you don't hear Oprah or Gayle talk about this. That's the issue that I have with them. They protect certain people, but target others. It's hypocritical and it shows that they have an agenda. Anyway, let me get back on topic. There was just a lot going through my mind during that interview that Gayle did with Lisa. And the interview did leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths as well. And I did see a lot of celebrities drag Gayle, and they also called out Oprah.
Gayle and Oprah. Y'all are some self-hating pieces of shit. If I have never seen a coon more fucking coonier than goddamn Gayle, Gayle and Okra. I'm over y'all. I don't give a how rich you are, how much you fucking accomplished. You're tearing down the legacies of so many phenomenal, beautiful black men, and I don't fucking have time for it.
Gayle King, why the would you ask some shit like that? I don't give a who friend it is. I don't give a she can Obama or Oprah. Why the would you do something like that? Why would you do that to your people? You know what people going through, right? Why would you ask a fucking question like that, trying to tarnish somebody's image? You do that to your own black people. You sad. I'm finna fire your ass up. You sad, bro. People be talking, black people need to stop fucking trying to hurt black people for success. It's all the reason you ask that fucking shit for, to get your fucking numbers up.
Gayle King, out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that? I swear to God, we the worst. We the fucking worst. We expect more from you, Gayle. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after fucking Harvey Weinstein asking them dumb ass questions. I get sick of y'all. I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call her one? Funky dog head bitch. How dare you try to tarnish my motherfucking homeboy's reputation, punk motherfucker. Respect the family and back off, bitch, before we come get you.
Now, as you can see from those clips, people were really, really upset. And I don't approve of the name calling, but I understand why people were upset. All of this backlash did prompt Gayle to release a statement, and this is what she said.
I've been up reading the comments about the interview I did with Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant. And I know that if I had only seen the clip that you saw, I'd be extremely angry with me too. I am mortified, I'm embarrassed, and I am very angry. Unbeknownst to me, my network put up a clip from a very wide-ranging interview, totally taken out of context, and when you see it that way, it's very jarring. It's jarring to me. I didn't even know anything about it. I started getting calls. What the hell are you doing? Why did you say this? What is happening? I did not know what people are talking about. So I've been told, or I've been advised, to say nothing. Just let it go. People will drag you. People will troll you. It'll be over in a couple of days. But that's not good enough for me, because I really want people to understand what happened here and how I'm feeling about it. I reached out to Lisa because I know that she's a longtime friend of Kobe's to talk about his legacy and their friendship. We had a really wide-ranging interview, talked about many things: his career, his passion, his sense of humor, the way he was mentoring other people, how he was starting his next chapter. It was wide-ranging. And yes, we talked about that court case because that court case has also come up. And I wanted to get Lisa's take on it as a friend who knew him well, what she thought, where that should stand. And I thought it was very powerful when she looked me in the eye as a member of the media to say it's time for the media to leave it alone and to back off. During the course of the interview, I asked follow-up questions because I wanted to make sure that her position and perspective were very clear. And at the end, when she said it's time to leave it alone, as I said, I thought that was powerful. And I insisted that part be in the interview because I thought that it put a nice button on that part of the conversation. When the interview aired, we got a great reaction to it. I talked to Lisa last night. I believe that Lisa was okay with the interview. And I felt really good about the interview. So for the network to take the most salacious part when taken out of context and put it up online for people who didn't see the whole interview is very upsetting to me, and that's something I'm going to have to deal with them. And there will be a very intense discussion about that. I also want to say this. I have been with Kobe Bryant on many social occasions. He was very kind and very warm to me, and I felt that we had a friendly relationship. I, too, am mourning his loss, just like everybody else. I still am shocked by it. It's tragic and untimely, and the last thing I would want to do is disparage him at this particular time. And I hope people understand that. And that's why I'm taking this time to speak to you directly. I've never done one of these before. I've never done one of these before, but this was so important to me that I felt I had to say something. I don't want to sit up on a set and read a prepared remark. I wanted you to hear exactly where I'm coming from and how I'm feeling, and to let everybody know that no disrespect intended. And now I've got to go to work. I thank you for listening.
I have to admit that Gayle's excuse was full of crap, and it makes things worse that she actually knew Kobe and she was hanging around him, but she still asked those questions. I also blame the network as well because I know they were responsible for editing that video and feeding Gayle the questions, so it was unfair that Gayle got all of the backlash. But at the end of the day, Gayle was controlling the interview and she was purposely trying to lead it in a more negative direction, but Lisa, being the stand-up woman that she is, put a stop to that. She handled the interview with a lot of class, and I appreciate her for that. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.